moment in hockey history. The Nashville Predators currently find themselves in 7th place in the Central Division after 16 games skated on the season. They have a record of 6-10. They have 12 points. Their next game will take place on home ice, where they have a record of 4-4. They will be facing off against the Colorado Avalanche, who are currently in 2nd place in the Central Division, 10 points ahead of the Nashville Predators. On the road, the Colorado Avalanche have a record of 6-3. Their overall record is 11-5-0. 22 points, has the Avs 1 point shy of first place Dallas. Let's start with the first place Dallas Stars, work our way backwards through the Central Division, and then we'll microscope down into this matchup between the Preds and the Avs. Dallas Stars are in first place in the Central with 23 points. Colorado Avalanche 2nd place with 22. The Winnipeg Jets also have 22 points. The Arizona Coyotes are in 4th place at 18 points. St. Louis has 17. Minnesota at 13. Nashville has 12 in 7th place. And Chicago Blackhawks have 10 points and are in 8th place overall. The Blackhawks have skated in the least amount of games in the Central Division, though. The Colorado Avalanche have scored 62 goals in the season. They've given up 49 against, while the Predators have scored 48 on the season and given up 54 against. It's the first of 3 regular season meetings between these Central Division rivals. The Nashville Predators will host the Colorado Avalanche again on March the 2nd, so these two teams will not play again until March, and then on March the 30th will be the Nashville Predators' only trip to Colorado this season. Now, once the Nashville Predators are wrapped up with this particular Monday game against the Colorado Avalanche of Thanksgiving week, Wednesday they'll face off against Calgary Flames. On Friday, they'll travel to St. Louis for a day game, back home Sunday versus Winnipeg, then close out the month of November on the 28th versus Pittsburgh, and the 30th versus Minnesota on home ice. Colorado Avalanche, let's take a look at their most recent stretch of hockey. Let's take a look at their previous 5 games to see how the trends are going. We go back to November the 9th, and it was a 4-3 loss versus the Seattle Kraken. On November the 11th, an 8-2 loss versus the St. Louis Blues, but then the Avalanche turned things around. On the 13th of November, a 5-1 win at Seattle, followed that with an 8-2 win on the 15th, and that was versus the Anaheim Ducks. And most recently, on the 18th, it was a 6-3 win at the Dallas Stars. So the Colorado Avalanche started the season red hot and then had a big saddle dip right there, and now are back on a 3-game winning streak. Coming into this game in the matchup, the NHL rankings and numbers are as follows. The Nashville Predators are averaging 3 goals per game. That is 20th overall in the NHL. When it comes to the Colorado Avalanche, 3.81 goals per game is 3rd best in the National Hockey League. Goals against, the Predators are giving up 3.38 per game. That is down to 22nd overall in the league, while the Colorado Avalanche are giving up 3.06 per game. That is 12th. The shots on goal category, the Nashville Predators 30.7 is 18th in the NHL, while the Colorado Avalanche, impressive, 34.3 shots on goal per game is 2nd best in the NHL. In their shots against category, let's start with the Avs, 27.7 against per game is 3rd best in the NHL. So 2nd in shots for, 3rd in shots against for the Colorado Avalanche, while the Nashville Predators are 10th in the league in shots against, 29.8 shots given up per game. In the special teams bonanza, the power play for the Nashville Predators, 21.2% conversion rate is 13th best in the NHL. 14 out of 66 is your raw data, while the Colorado Avalanche converting at 19.1%. They're 20th in the NHL. You would expect more from them, but still be aware. 12 out of 63 is the raw data. On the PK, 71.2% kill rate for the Nashville Predators is 30th in the NHL. The Colorado Avalanche are considerably better, 85.9% kill rate, 5th best in the NHL. The Avs have given up 9 power play goals against on the season, while the Preds have given up 15 power play goals against on the season. Injury update for the Nashville Predators. Schenn still listed on IR and no timetable for his return. Tommy Novak potentially another 3 to 5 weeks on injured reserve, and Ryan McDonagh has been listed as day-to-day for quite some time now. Thought he would have been back in the lineup for the game that we are about to recap, but still no go for Ryan McDonagh. Mark Delgado has been sent back down to Milwaukee, and Stastny has been recalled, and we're about to talk about him because he's going to get his first start. Now, when it comes to every team in the NHL, they have high-skilled, high-powered individual players, so we always talk about the top 5 individual scorers from each team and the potential goaltending matchup. Let's start on the impressive Colorado Avalanche side of things. Cale Makar is leading the team in scoring, 4 goals and 20 assists for 24 points. Those 20 assists pace the Colorado Avalanche in that category. Mikko Rantanen has 11 goals and 12 assists for 23 points. Those 11 goals pace the Avs in total goals. McKinnon has 6 and 14 for 20, always lethal against Nashville Predators. Nichushkin 6-7 for 13, and then Taves 2-8 for 10. On the Nashville Predators side of things, Philip Forsberg continues to lead the team in scoring. 7 goals and now 12 assists for 19 points. The 12 assists marks the number one spot for assists by a Nashville Predator. O'Reilly's 8 goals is leading the team in goals. 8 plus 7 for 15 for O'Reilly. Tommy Novak on injured reserve, still third on the team in scoring with 6 for 12. The captain, Roman Josi, 3-8 for 11. And Nyquist moving up the charts here. 2 goals, 8 assists for 10 total points. When it comes to the netminders, UC Saros anticipated to get the start in this game. 4-9-0 on the season, 8.92 save percentage, 3.23 goals against average. Those numbers need to improve. They need to start improving quickly. But I wanted to throw Kevin Lankinen's numbers in here too because I wanted to update his numbers due to his recent start. He's 2-1-0 on the season now, a 9.10 save percentage, 2.73 goals against average. Georgiev over for the Colorado Avalanche off to a great start to the season. The win-loss record is great, but the other numbers you would expect to be a lot better. 10-4-0 is the record. Again, highly impressive, but 8.90 save percentage, 3.01 goals against average. He is certainly a goaltender that is struggling to find his game right now as well. UC Saros versus Georgiev could be a highly interesting matchup in goal as neither of them are playing up to their full potential at this point in time. That's going to get you all set up for the Nashville Predators Colorado Avalanche Monday to start Thanksgiving week. I know a lot of you are heading out on the road and traveling and might not have an opportunity to catch this game live, so just remember we will have it right here covered from the bunker. Renegades Puck will be all over it. We will be here working all week. We'll have every single one of the games for the holiday weekend covered as well. So that's got you set up. We got to go back, though, and we got to talk about the Nashville Predators' most recent game against the Chicago Blackhawks. It was another afternoon game. It was the first time the Preds met up against the Hawks. It was the battle for the basement in the Central Division. It's called the Rebirth Sports Full Game Recap, and it's coming up right after this on the Renegades of Puck podcast.